Greetings and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. So, I took some time to look up, just before I started recording, what might possibly be the issues with me being able to consistently, or inconsistently, perform these two actions. And it seems that there have actually been several more people having the same issue. The closest thing I could find to a mechanical explanation is that Dark Souls 2, they base the input timing for it on your frame rate. And while I found some posts that were 4 months old saying that they were going to try and patch it, it gave me a theory after some experimentation with a character I have set up with a bunch of weapons from the starting equipment in Majula when I was testing it out, and it turns out the additional reason I may be having an issue with it is actually my recording software. Now, my choice in recording software is the one that has the least amount of frame rate issues. As far as I can tell, there has been no impact to latency or frames with this setup. However, while experimenting, I have come to the conclusion that I may actually be losing 1 to 5 frames from my choice of software, because when I have the recording off, I can consistently perform both of the actions as much as I like whenever I would like. But when it's on, I can only every so often get a consistent combination of them. Additionally, I found that while I am recording, it helps if I very forcefully put both inputs in at exactly the same time. Unfortunately, that's kind of a hard commitment because I'm used to just very gently tapping buttons so that I can quickly switch to other ones when I need to. Now, another thing I need to comment on is that I may be kind of off this episode because I've been playing a ridiculous amount of Dark Souls 1. And as a heads up, in Dark Souls 1, switching between light and strong attacks was much smoother. Like, there was no transition time. Like, if I do a strong attack, I'm tapping the one button like crazy there. Yeah, there's a nice delay. So there's the strong attack, and then there's the light attack. That's as fast as you can perform a light attack after a strong attack. Now, while I'm betting there's probably some weapons that change that or are more useful for switching between them, it's going to... I may be back in my old habits, and that might get on my nerves this episode. So fair warning, give me a little bit of the benefit of the doubt there. Now then, time for the timer, and let's get rolling. I want to see what's in this door. Secret ahead, and therefore weakness curse. Well, I'm immune to curses because of how I play, so... Okay, hello. Throne room. Welcome to the throne room. Be wary of artisan. Sadness. Beanpole. Lift required ahead or ladder. Oh, that's interesting. Lesser foe. Well, let's see. Okay, so they are both solid, but one of these looks like it could be moved. This one right here. I noticed that this is just a chair sitting on the ground. This has a bottom on it. Yeah. Maybe I need to bring an NPC or encounter someone or flip a ladder or a lever or a switch or something somewhere. I don't know. Alright, then. I don't remember anything I was doing in the previous episode, so let's just go ahead and check out the shop again. Yep, already got one of each of those. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I've bought out everything that I need from this guy. Interesting that he sells repair powder. The nice thing about repair powder is that one of its really great uses, if you've got a weapon that has a special attack that you can activate that consumes durability, having a bunch of repair powder on you is kind of nice. Not going that way. Time to go back to the bonfire. Or explore up here some more. One of the two. So one of these directions I probably fought my way through, or everybody's alive. Everybody's alive! Oh, there's a good deal of time between doing a jump attack and being able to actually move again. Alright, so something I'm wondering is if maybe the weapon attack transition times aren't perhaps affected by agility. Now, I couldn't find anything on the wikis that might have indicated that that was so, but I'm still going to assume that that's something I want. Now, I did look it up. I found that if you Google specific things, Dark Souls 2 stat, for instance, you can get directly to the page with no spoilers. Now, if I could just get my stats open, there we go. All right. So it seems that probably this one would be, yeah, there we go. It seems that agility caps at, was it 110? Yeah, the soft cap is at 110, and then after that it's immensely difficult to get it to go up anymore. And so I need as much adaptability as it takes to get agility up to 110. That is the target. And I'm actually fairly close to it right now. Door, but not here. Aha. One-way door, maybe? Gotta open it from the other side? How do I get to the other side? I love how much more consistent messages in Dark Souls 2 can be. Oh, that's another thing. In Dark Souls 1, you could negate the delay when you land from a particular fall by rolling, or basically queuing up a rolling action while you were falling. And I wonder if they got rid of that or kept it in Dark Souls 2. Alright, there we go. Since I can't remember what I was doing, there's really no issue with reviving everything in the area. Okay then, a lot of people have died around here, and whatever killed them came from over here. I don't have the symbol of the king. Alright, now let's see. I know a bunch of enemies in here were perma-dead. One of them is the sentinel in the first door. Yay for actually editing video, so I know that. Do I not have the ring of blades on? I'm pretty sure... No, okay, so I just have to hit them twice. Ooh. That's a much better running attack than the one-handed one. That's just horrible. Alright, so if I need to do a running attack with the mace, just two-handed. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, and dead. So, do you remember that thing I said about being a little bit rusty? Little bit rusty. Stamina. Actually, I can get you right away. And then I bet if I edge to the left a little bit, like usual, I can get the aggro of, yes, you. Oh, we got ruined gauntlets. Cool, let's check it out. Where is the stat page with my weight on it? Oh, right, I have to actually be in this menu for that. Let's see. Should be down here, yep. Gauntlets worn by the jailer's creation. Sentinel has no form in the armor itself. Yeah, okay, so nothing new in the info page. And I am over 70% if I equip that. Am I wearing this? Oh, right. Well, I don't want to do any... I don't want to change my lower equipment anyway. I want your aggro, but without the sentinel across the bay. There we go. Nice, safe backstab. So I already got you, which means you're next. That hurts. do a thing. Preferably not one of those things. Actually, what am I thinking? They have tether. Somebody appears to be trying to communicate with me, but I'm going to have to let them wait for a little bit. That's something I can observe after having played a bunch of Dark Souls 1. The window for the rolling attack appears to be a bit larger in Dark Souls 2 than in Dark Souls 1. Like, you had to basically choose that you wanted to do the rolling attack as soon as you rolled, almost. In Dark Souls 2, it appears that you got a much larger opportunity to decide. Gauntlets again. Alright, so I'm heading over there. There's a Rune Sentinel in there. And you are the single guy. Bit over there, there is... No, I guess there's only one on each side now still. Been doing work here. Alright, so once I've shot them once with a bow, a single light-handed attack will kill. Just gotta remember all my tricks and patterns in this room. And that might have attracted the attention of the Rune Sentinel in the room. Right, and I have to remember that my bow in this game eats stamina like a crazy son of a gun. Alright, there's something else to remember. Shield-carrying spear guys have more defense than the regular ones. Or life. Either way, it means I have to hit them more times. Bit rusty. Just a bit rusty. But we're gonna be okay. Right. And don't fight him in the room with the hole in it. I'm surprised that attack doesn't have a follow-up. I mean, strong attack, eats stamina, but even still, it looks like an attack that would have a follow-up. Stop doing that! Thank you. Like, I think that got to me while I was fighting them as a boss, too. It's like, why doesn't this... Like, I always expected it to. Or at least I get that impression. That's a huge part of Dark Souls 1 and 2, and probably Demon Souls 2, is learning, like, just learning what attacks will and will not have a longer combo. Oop. That's something I have to get used to now again, too. I didn't even realize that's something I got used to. In Dark Souls 2, your equipment is right when you pause the menu. In Dark Souls 1, you have to tap it over to the one to the right. To the one to the right, to the one to the right. Alright, time to fall down hole. Yay for no damage! What did I have on? Right, Ring of Blades. Oh, and there's a bonfire down here. I forgot about that! I could have just teleported here. And I do have 70,000 souls on me, so let's just go ahead and opt for... we'll take Ring of Blades off and put on some insurance policies. Oh, right. Just, Darky Boy and the... what was it? This thing. So, you know, whatever this is, I can't touch it. Because I'm too stupid. Let's see. Alright, so, I'm going to assume that until I get more things, I've basically cleared out Trang Lake. Yeah. So, where else could we go? I do want to check that door under Brightstone Cove cell door, but if it turns out to be something really serious, like, I don't know, a whole new area, which, you know, it could be, my bet it's going to be something like the Catacombs, and I don't remember if I've got a miracle, holy base weapon that would keep skeletons dead yet. So first, let's go for the simpler one of, which one's closer to it? That door that goes to the burning place. Cardinal Tower, I think. Alright, so we're going to run down by the door right before the giant boss. What was it called? Last of the Giants? I don't know. And we're going to see if my new shiny key works on his door. And takes me into the Basilisk Fire Zone. A good thing to keep in mind is that there may still be some enemies lingering around here that aren't permanently dead. Alright, yeah, so this is the... I'm still a little bit acquainted with this area. And I do remember that on the left ladder, a guy comes up as I go down. I wonder... Well, the timing was horribly off anyway, even if I could dash into that. Oop, and I'm looking the wrong way. Here we go. Oh, I forgot that you were here. And yeah, I was giving you more credit than you were worth. Yes, the iron key is what opens these doors. Oh, right. You guys have penetrating attacks. How are you normally supposed to fight them in melee? Yeah, I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. Now I'm scared. What the fuck? Something hit me when I came back into the hallway. Alright, so we're not going to do anything with that. No. So, is there ever going to be anything in here again? Oh, that's right. Was that... Yeah. Yeah, there was something that happened in a boss area after when I came back to it. So, every now and then I should take this time when I'm close to one to check it out. Like, off the top of my head, I think that a good viable place for that would be that weird thing that was in the Duke Deer Freya's area. Some kind of, fossil-y thing. Of a dragon? I think it looked like. And he's still on that lever, platform, elevator. You get the message. Yeah, they're all pissed off now. Looking at me. So, alright. I have confirmed that the iron key works on a bunch of miscellaneous doors that have been strewn about the place. Not just the really big ones. Now, there is that Winter Shrine. That's another place we can go to. Let's see. How do I get back home? Yeah, over here. So there is that Winter Shrine that we found, and it was covered in fog inside, and I got the fuck out of there. But there's probably another one I remember finding someplace else. Or I could just be remembering the door here that requires the symbol of the king. I don't know what the symbol of the king is yet, but we'll find out eventually. That's how Dark Souls works. So, to Seldora, I guess. Or can I remember anything just looking at these that might be... What covenant am I in right now? Why is this so hard to find? Hairs of the Sun. I am a sun bro currently. You know, I haven't actually been doing much of that. Despite being in the Sunbro Covenant, I haven't been putting down a summoning sign, like, at all. Equipment is right here. God, I'm so done with that. So, let's go ahead and... Oh, so you can just be summoned for a little bit of time, and you get some kind of tiny reward, or you can be summoned for the entirety to help them kill the boss, and get a token of fidelity. And that is what I want. Alright, so now I've got that equipped, and if I feel like it, I can just slap that down somewhere, and we can do that. Now then, to determine where to go. There's also the hole in Majula, but I'm still kind of depressed that I still can't get those items on those platforms. Probably going to need a spell for falling damage, which means I'm going to need to buy the Ring of Intelligence from... Who sold that again? I have no idea. Anyway. Was there someplace else to go here that I needed key to the door? No, I was thinking that maybe the catacombs access was in the very brief run-in I had with some necromancers here, but we are going to go... Oh, there's something in Earthen Peak I've missed? That's kind of handy, actually. Let's go ahead and take a brief survey and see if there's... Yeah, Forest of the Fallen Giants, but this could just very well be what's ever behind the Symbol of the King door. I don't know what that might be. Maybe something you only get access to if you join the other half of the Way of Blue Covenant. That's not locked. That's the one we were just looking at. Of course, there's something here still. I've never been to any of these places. I'm not surprised that there's more in Dragonlight Castle. Alright, so that's all that for that. Let's go to the Seldora. I don't know, which one? We'll try this one. Alright. Now then. Yeah, this is where we need to be. We're in the lower levels. Gotta watch out for the basilisks. And for the swarm of spiders that come over that hill, I think. Or I might have killed them all enough times that they're just permanently dead. And I forgot about the mages, so we want to keep our eyes open for that as well. Oh. There's the time. Thank you. Alright, so we didn't get much done this episode. Just a bit of planning and talking and chatting about things. So this will be another upkeep episode, and I'll probably spend a lot of it watching me speed it up. But I hope you all have a great day anyway. See you next time. Bye-bye.